Democrats say they're shutting down the government because they want to preserve health care for tens of millions of Americans. But Republicans say Democrats just want to give health care to illegal immigrants. So can someone just clear this up for me?
Republicans pressuring moderate Democrats by claiming they are pushing for health care for undocumented immigrants. But their accusation is dubious and refers to a small group of benefit recipients whose status is considered lawfully present. Federal law explicitly prohibits undocumented people from receiving aid.
So in other words, some of the health care that Democrats are trying to get for Americans might also trickle down to some people who are not Americans. You know, when you're showering and you aren't trying to wash your feet, but it just kind of sort of happens by accident along the way, which I actually just learned is how white people wash their feet. They don't make a point. They don't lift up their feet and wash it. They just, if it happens, it happens. Anyway, that's what this shutdown is about now. Now, look, this isn't the first time the parties shut down the government and blamed each other. Okay, but this time, Republicans aren't just trying to blame Democrats. They're trying to punish the states they come from.
The White House has already started targeting projects important to Democrats, blocking $8 billion for energy projects in 16 states that voted Democrat in the last presidential election.
The Trump administration announced Wednesday it would withhold $18 billion in funding for transportation projects in New York City, home to Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries.
Wait a minute, right there, right? You're telling me every New Yorker is going to suffer because of your beef with Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries? Hey, President Trump, don't forget, there are things in New York you care about too, all right? Like Wall Street, Fox News hosts, your current wife and the home she lives in by herself for some reason, right? But you know what, Trump? New York doesn't want your money anyway, okay? Our transportation is just fine. Our rats are getting so big, you can ride them to work now. And by the way, it's not just Democratic states. This dude is going scorched earth on his own government.
White House Budget Director Russell Vought warned mass layoffs could come within the next 2 days.
President Trump is teasing that I have a meeting with Russell Vought, he of Project 2025 fame, to determine which of the many Democrat agencies, most of which are a political scam, he recommends to be cut.
A lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, and they'd be Democrat things.
That's right. This guy is excited for the shutdown. And that's the Democrats' fatal mistake. They assume that Donald Trump cares about the government he's the president of. You think you're playing a game of chicken, but he's playing a game of let me crash into your car. And as you heard, the guy who's driving his car is the White House Budget Director and future Paul Giamatti Oscar role, Russell Vought. According to Senator Mike Lee, this guy might be even more excited about tearing down the government than Donald Trump.
Russ Vought, the OMB director, has been dreaming about this moment, preparing this moment since puberty.
Look, I know puberty can get weird, but this guy's balls dropped and he was like, oh, man, I want to fire people in the government so bad. Especially Democrats. This is probably the only 13-year-old in history who hid a copy of the federal budget inside a penthouse. Now, I mean, I hope Democrats have a plan for this, because letting this guy have control of the federal government, I can't think of anything scarier than that. Oh, shit! Oh, my God. Sorry, I stand corrected here.